Speaking of arseholes online and people acting like arseholes online,
I'm scared.
Yeah, going back to the cycling special.
Yeah.
So we've. It's funny how we've talked about like online privacy so much on this podcast.
Yeah, we have talked about it a lot.
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot, and sometimes I feel like we're beating a dead horse because we're just like we have a lot of crazy stories.
Yeah.
So it kind of surprises me when there are still some people out there, despite how many times we've talked about it, will do some pretty not cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, so if you haven't been following my Twitter, so yeah, someone tried to leak some monk photos that I had, which were private on my mum's Facebook, and I mean, I said this on my tweet longer, but I purposely didn't release it because I'm fine people knowing that I was a monk and memeing that aspect, just memeing the knowledge or whatever. But I was just like I kept that part private because there are like quite intimate photos. It's like a religious ceremony, so I didn't want that part of my life being memed.
Because when you were initially told the story, I remember after it, you were like, "Yeah, boys, I don't want to show a photo," and we were.
I'm pretty sure he said it on the clip.
Did you?
Like, I'm pretty sure on the clip we were like, I think one of us said like, "Oh, we'll put the pictures," and then Garnt was like, "No, I don't want to put the pictures."
Yeah, I think I might have said that.
Maybe
it's been a while. It's been a while. But
basically, I remember it being like, you didn't want to share the pictures, and we were like,
sure, whatever. I understand. Have a nice day. And it's become a meme. I'm completely fine with Garnt being the monk has become a meme. But someone literally stalked my mum's Facebook, which there's a difference between if I fucked up and there's some part of my private life that I forgot to private. It's still an asshole move, but as a public figure, you can expect that people are gonna try and dig into your past and everything like that.
Which is fucked in and of itself.
Yeah. I mean, it's we can talk about that's fucked that we kind of had to expect that, but you kind of do have to expect that. But it just felt dirty that someone tried to stalk my family, especially like my close family members.
That's actually fucked.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
And like these are really old pictures as well, so they would have had to go back years and years worth of like my mum's pictures that she had posted.
It's creepy to think someone's just scrolling.
How bored are they?
I don't know, and like all this for a meme. It's like that Thanos meme, like all this for like a single meme.
Yeah.
It was
really
sad as well. The person knew that they were being scummy as well. Yeah. They even like self-admitted that they were being
It's like, ha ha ha,
scummy.
I know this is scummy, lol. It's like, no.
Because I feel like we literally talked about this last week, where the barrier of privacy between reality and what's entertainment is like slowly drifting apart and slowly being erased. And I don't know, it feels weird finally experiencing that for myself and being in the crossfire.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I had to like tell my parents. I was like, because luckily my parents, they're mega boomers, so they think that Facebook is the plague and always has been.
Yeah.
So they never signed up to it.
Yeah.
But I still have to tell them, like, listen, if anyone asks you questions about me or like anything private about me or tries to get anything, just tell them like, okay, don't answer it. Just tell them to ask me. Like even if it's like, like someone claiming to be like a government agency, which like I think somebody, I can't remember who called them up and somehow got my parents' number or something and were like trying to ask them questions about me. And I was like, don't answer anything. Just, if the police want me, the police will find me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not
they'll go to you, not the parents.
Don't anyone who claims to be anything, don't fucking tell them anything. It's sad that you have to do that, right? It's sad that I think it's just really sad that I would rather be harassed like 100 times personally than my parents be harassed once.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I just couldn't.
Because they got nothing to do with it. Why do they have to get involved, right?
It's hard enough raising me as it was, right? Like let alone having to
the
deal
little
with
shit that you are.
the little fuck that I was. It's hard enough. I don't want to have to give them extra work afterwards. They're trying to enjoy retirement. So
it's been kind of funny seeing the transition between like my parents, at least, because my parents like really technologically illiterate, and I've had to basically teach them everything. But it's been funny seeing the transition between them like not understanding social media at all and just like not using it at all, and then it's transitioning that to most of my family now use Facebook. Right? Remember when Facebook was just like a cool kids thing, and like the parents didn't get it.
I think my parents still did that. They still think it that way.
Yeah, because it was really funny. Because I remember one day, because we are all grown up on the internet, and especially I've been doing YouTube and social media for like a long time. Well, one day my mom phones me up, and this was when I had stopped using Facebook by this point. I'd like most of my online life has gone to Twitter because that's my job and everything. But my parents had just started really getting into Facebook, and being that parents who tag you in everything, comment on people's photos, properly involved. And I remember she phones me up one day and she goes, Garnt, someone left a mean comment on one of my photos. What do I do? I'm just like, what do you mean, Mum? What do you mean, what do you do? And she's like, I don't know what to do. It makes me feel sad. I kind of want to reply. And I'm just like, Mum, do not do this. Do not reply right now. Do not get involved.
That is the one thing you should not do.
It was just funny because like years ago she's like just ignore all the mean comments online. Just don't worry about it, as the parents do, because as a parent watching a kid do social media and do YouTube, that you just don't get it. You see comments, you're just like, these comments don't mean anything, right?
Yeah.
But it was funny seeing my parents who had never been into social media go through the same cycle that we had to go through, being like, what is a mean comment? Why are people commenting mean things on me? This doesn't make sense. You know what? I'm gonna reply. I'm going to give the trolls everything they want.
At least your mum wasn't like, do you know the number to the cyber police? I need to report a crime.